Here we have an all-new 2024 Chevy Equinox EV. This one comes in the 2RS trim level. This is a launch edition. It's black on black Evo Tex interior. We get an 85 kilowatt hour battery. And this one's a front wheel drive model, so we just have the front mounted electric motor. But to the front end here, we do get our LED daytime running lights and our LED headlamps and a very interesting front fascia here. It looks very sleek. It kind of reminds me of like the Dodge Dart in the body lines and all that. It's very interesting choice in terms of the look here. Down here, these are 21-inch aluminum wheels. And again, another interesting take, because I would expect that you get lower or higher efficiency if you had smaller wheels, but this is rated to get 319 miles per charge as is, which is impressive. We do have DC fast charging capability, but we're getting 150 kilowatt DC fast charge speed, the maximum speed there. I like these door handles because as you kind of lock the vehicle, they go back in. When you unlock, they kind of pop out for you, but you get passive keyless entry on the front as well. Power door lock controls, power windows, power mirrors. We do get blind spot monitors in them. And pretty much everything on this Equinox RS is standard for this launch edition. And there is quite a bit that comes with it. But here's our power driver's seat. I like that we get 4-way power lumbar support. And I love how you kind of have this mesh here to go with the Evo Tex, and I love the two-tone look there. It's very, very nice. But I have that seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs. We're gonna go ahead and check out this rear seat room, and a big shout out to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this Equinox today, or Equinox EV, excuse me. I'll leave a link below in the description. And if you're looking to get the best price on an Equinox EV in your area, make sure you click on that link below, fill out that information. It takes about a minute or two, and I can make sure you get that best possible price from local dealers in your area. The rear AC vents are here. There's a view of the front from back here. You get 2 USB-C charge ports there. And then the legroom it's okay. The Blazer EV is a bit better, but not terrible. I do feel like, and this is just my opinion, I don't know for a fact, but it feels a bit smaller in here than your typical Equinox. I do like how they did this bar though. You can hang your shirt here if you want to, and it's kind of away from the actual grab bar. But as we come back around to the back, LED light strip there. But I really, again, it reminds me of the Dodge Hornet just in the overall looks here. But I do like it. I feel like it's a bit more sleek than that. Just a very slick look. I'm gonna go ahead and open this power lift gate. We do have auto sense. When I have the key fob, I can walk up to the vehicle and it will open by itself. But this one in particular is still in transport mode, so I'm not gonna do too much with it. But I'll make another video and another trim level showing how that works. But same as the Acadia and the Traverse. So you can check out those videos on my channel if you want to learn more about that. But pull this lever here, pretty easy to fold the seat flat. Top tethers are there. And then your lower anchors are right in here for your car seat. And then to the front passenger seat, this is manual. Now I will show this window sticker I had to reprint. And you can see all of your standard features there. And then you're at $47,495 for the sticker price. And again, this one is pretty much, everything here is standard on this trim level. And then under here, 12 volt, little storage pocket there. Now as we come back around to the front, let's see what we have in the front area here. So exposed electric motor, which I actually like. I like to see what is kind of going on here, so you can see all of that. Let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. Let's go through the system here. So nice leather wrap steering wheel here. Love the padding, very thick, very comfortable. And then over here to the screen, I believe this is a 17-inch screen. So we do get our AM, FM, XM radio. We have Amazon Alexa, Google Assistant, all of that there. We also have the auto park assist, which is nice. Drive modes can be turned here, normal, sport, snow and ice, and you can customize a mode. And then your one pedal you can turn on or off here. And then your vehicle status, you can pull that up, tire pressure, energy info, all of that. And then for your charging, you can go in here and you can set how full you want to set the battery to. Again, you do get 319 miles on a full charge, which is, I find, very impressive, especially for the price point. And then all of your controls are in here, and then you have all of your shortcuts here, so your lights can be turned on or off there. You can toggle the controls pretty easily. And then you can hit this button here to keep the vehicle on. Otherwise, it tends to like to come on when you put your foot on the brake and then cut off as you get out of the vehicle. And then you can actually turn it off manually there if you want to. But 3-stage heated front seats, all of your climate controls are here. You can adjust your temperature, fan speed, fan direction. And then in here you can adjust that as well. And then you can decide whether you want the AC or the heat on. Now down here we do have knobs and buttons as well. You can cut the whole system off, set temperature, set fan speed, storage tray here. And then your backup cameras there, the guidelines follow you as you turn the steering wheel. You also get that bird's eye view. And then you have a front camera as well. Bottle holders are here. 2 USB-C ports here. And then you have your center console cubby space, which is a bit small, but you have that removable tray, so it's pretty deep. I like that they have that. And there's a look at the back seat from up here. Your hazards are right in here. You can toggle your lights there. Vanity mirrors here. And back to the steering wheel itself. So this is your Super Cruise indicator. We'll test that out in the test drive. You have your sensor here. And then for your shifter, pull for neutral, pull down for drive, pull up for reverse, and then press that for park. Your regen paddle is here if you want to toggle that on the fly when you're not in one pedal. You can go through your track list or radio station presets here under that on the left side. And then on the right side, you can toggle volume up or down there. Now your windshield wipers, intermittent, low, high, sheesh. And then you have your rear ones here, intermittent on, and then pull that way or that way for that rear wiper fluid. Push here all the way in for that front wiper fluid. And then your high beams you can toggle there and flash there. Now to the actual steering wheel itself, we do get the adaptive cruise as well as Super Cruise standard on this trim. So we can cut the adaptive cruise on there and then toggle the Super Cruise, adjust the gap for that. Speed, you can cancel. And then over here, you have your heated steering wheel toggle. And then you have your gauge cluster. You can change the views there. And again, with this one just being in transport mode, that's just gonna sit there, but doesn't really change anything for what's going on here. And then if I hit this, I can pull up my audio sources. And then when that's up, I can toggle those using this here. Voice recognition, and then Bluetooth controls. This serves as a mute button. You can toggle that there. And there's the horn there. But again, you don't get the push button start. Everything's over here. And then for the key fob, that's going to be right here. So there's a view of the front with remote start. And there's the back there. But now for my favorite part, let's go ahead and take this 2024 Equinox EV 2RS Launch Edition out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive out in the Equinox EV, even though this one is just a front mounted electric motor, still pretty peppy, and it'll try to burn rubber on you in the sport mode from the front. But I drove this around a little bit and not terrible in terms of ride quality. It was kind of impressive. Now it's still a tad bouncy because everything that rides on an electric platform is going to have that one way or another. But one of the better experiences I've had in terms of the ride quality. So I'm going to give it a little punch here. All right, here we go. So not overly quick, but also it's certainly not slow. It's an EV, but pretty impressed by how it got up to speed. It was a very linear power curve. Now with the transport mode on, I'm assuming this will not let me turn the Super Cruise on, which is annoying. Well, there it is there. But the ride itself is very, very solid. And the interstate ride actually smooths out quite a bit, as opposed to riding on just a typical 2-lane road, where this surface is pretty smooth. But one of my favorite things about the Blazer EVs, really all of the GM vehicles, the newer ones that are kind of playing off of a gas-powered variant, is that I'm able to see how many kilowatts I'm actually getting from regenerative braking, and then how much I'm actually going through just under throttle power there. But overall, for the money, I do think it's a pretty good buy, because you can get these with the $7,500 tax credit. So you're looking at $40,000 for one of these. And the most impressive thing about it is you're able to get 320 miles on a charge EPA estimate. And that's very, very good if you're concerned about range anxiety and things of that nature. Now with the charging, the DC fast charging speed is not the best, but they are offering a lot of companies are, just the way to go from the Tesla port to the charge port that is on these in particular, pretty much every other EV except for Tesla, so that you can fast charge off of their network, and that makes range anxiety a bit less of an issue, as opposed to if you have to use Electrify America, try and find a Blink charger to charge with overnight or something like that. But I think the coolest thing about these as well is being able to use Super Cruise and being able to have that standard. Now, of course, to keep it going, you have to have that subscription, but I feel like this is probably the only self-driving, semi-autonomous driving software that I would pay for, because it's just that good, especially if you do a lot of road tripping. But even if I have to go 30 miles into Nashville from where I am, it's nice to have that Super Cruise, because it pretty much does all the legwork for you, and you just keep your eyes on the road. But this and the Blazer EV, I don't want to say they're not exciting or boring, but they don't have a lot of flair to them. But they are two of the most practical EVs on the market right now, just with the incentives that are available and the range, the features, and all of that. And this, again, is no different than that Blazer EV. So a very impressive EV overall. But I want to give one more thank you to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this Equinox EV today. Again, I'll leave a link below in the description. And if you're looking to find the best deal on an Equinox EV, or really any vehicle in your area, just click on that link below. It takes a minute or two to fill out that information, and we'll get your local dealers competing to get you that best price. But pretty cool EV so far. Can't wait to see how it holds up over time. And this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2024 Chevy Equinox EV Launch Edition.